Hi everyone, welcome to the Hmong Paj Ntaub DIY keychain demonstration video. Today I will be teaching you all about how to use this kit. So you all should have a green mesh bag from the mass office, and inside you'll find this pamphlet that includes the directions and then a description of what Paj Ntaub is and some resources on the back for you to check out. We also included a pre-stuffed Hmong pattern square for you, and we also put the needle in there, so be very careful pulling that out. And we have a spool of thread which comes in assorted colors for you to use. And then we have some candies for you to try out. So there should be 4 of those in your bag. And then we have 44 small beads and 4 large beads, and then a keychain ring. So now we are moving into the first step, which is to thread our needle, and you want to take about an arm's length of thread because we will be folding it in half, and the more the thread the better for this project. So I only had an envelope cutter on hand, but I highly recommend using scissors if you have any, and I just cut that off, and now I am licking one of the ends and then sticking it through the eye of the needle. And then once you've done that, you want to tie it off 2 to 3 times at the end. And I like to stick it inside the Hmong pattern square too to kind of hold it. So I did the first corner off camera, but essentially you would go into the corner and you want to go into it twice, and then you'll start stringing. So right now I'm working on the middle. So with that, I'm going into the back of the fabric. So I'm going underneath, and then I'm taking the needle up to the middle and I'm pulling it through, and then that also pulls in the right string of beads. So after I've gone into the middle, I'm going to start beading, and each corner takes about 10 small beads first. So that's what I'm doing here. And you just want to pull it all the way down. You can do it individually, or you can string it all on your needle first and then pull it down. So that's what I'm doing here, is just stringing it on my needle first and then pulling it down. And I also double count, triple count sometimes to make sure that the beads are accurate and that there are exactly 10 beads before I proceed to the next step. So here I'm taking the large bead now, and you can do any color you like. There will be assorted colors in your bag, so you won't get the same colors as me necessarily. But after I take the large bead, I put the small bead on, and then I go into the large bead, and then that tightens and secures the small bead to the end. And then I take my needle and I backtrack. So I take my needle and I go through the rest of the small beads going backwards. And you can do a few at a time and then pull it through, or you can do all of them at once. I found that doing all of them at once was a bit difficult with the size of our needle, but all you have to do is backtrack to make sure that everything is secure and the beads won't go anywhere. Okay, so as you can see, I finished backtracking, and then I am gonna pull it closely to the fabric because it will kind of have a gap at first. So try your best to just pull it close, but if it's not super close, that's totally okay because we are gonna go into the next corner. And again, you want to go underneath, so in the back of the fabric. That would make sure that your thread doesn't show. So take your needles and poke it through, and then pull it through the next corner. So as you saw there, I poked it through, and then you just want to pull everything in tightly, and that will get rid of any gaps if you had any. And then again, start stringing those 10 small beads, and take your time with it, recount it if you feel like it. And if you, for some reason, don't have the amount of beads that you need, you can return your bag to the mass office and we can get you the right supplies. Okay, so I just stringed that large bead again, and then that small bead at the end, and I'm going through that large bead, pulling it through, and then going back through the rest of the small beads. So I am just about finished beading the beads backwards now. And then I'm going to pull everything in. And here is where I ran out of thread. So hopefully you don't run into this problem, but if you do, just go ahead and cut the needle off of the thread and then knot it 2 or 3 times. And before you do that, I am going underneath the fabric again to just kind of hide as much thread as I can. And then I'm cutting it off and then tying it, and I will take care of this off camera. So I am back and everything is tied together, and then I'm taking my needle again and I'm going underneath. So I'm just poking it a little bit above where I had to tie the knot, going underneath and then poking it through to the middle again. And then I'm going to start stringing those 10 small beads. And I personally really like the method of stringing it on the needle first and then pulling it down. But again, you can do anything that works for you. And then now I'm stringing on that large bead and that last small bead. And then again, if we want to go through the second large bead, the second to the last, that is, and then backtracking. So stringing all of those beads backwards now. And then you can pull everything in tightly to the fabric. And this is why you would need a lot of thread, because we are going to go straight into attaching that keychain ring to the top. So to do that, you are going to want to grab your keychain ring, and then here I'm just demonstrating what we're going to do. So I also want to note that you want to go underneath so that your string doesn't show your thread. And you can see here that I had to pull it out and then start again. So now I'm going underneath, pulling that through, and then I'm taking the keychain ring and you're going to attach it using the last jump ring on it. And be careful about the threads popping up and try to keep it as straight as possible. And then now I'm taking the keychain ring and the last jump ring and I'm just sewing it on there. And we want to make sure it's really secure so you can use this in your everyday life without it falling apart. So I'm going to do it about 2 to 3 times. And I'm just doing a very simple stitch. So sticking my needle through and then making sure that it is through the jump ring when I do that so that it attaches. And then once you've done it 2 or 3 times, you can hold your needle down with your thumb and your index finger and then pull the thread over and that creates a knot. And you can do that 2 to 3 times again. But there's so many ways to tie knots, so definitely do what's easiest for you. And then just cut the thread off. And go around and clean up any places where there's extra thread hanging. And make sure everything's tight and secure. And this would be a good time to just go through your beads and make sure everything's laying flat. And that is the keychain. I hope that you enjoy this demonstration and make sure to check out some of those candies. They are tamarind flavor and we would love for you to let us know how you like this demonstration and the entire DIY kit. So there you go.